right. All right, Spirit, what do you have? What good things are coming in for Libra? This one? Okay. Okay, and one more. This one? Okay. Okay. Okay, Libra, you have the Seven of Wands. You have the Six of Wands. And you have the 10 of Swords. It's what I just heard is in April, Libra, you're gonna be getting in, getting out. that's what I'm getting. Getting in and getting out. And Spirit is saying you're getting in and getting out of some of these things, opportunities, relationships, because there are more coming in. And so you're actually being called to other places that you might not even know about or expect. But Spirit is saying, like, you've been working towards a thing, Libra. You've been having to, like, and for Seven of Wands is talking about fighting for that peace, right? Fighting for that place of where you have to be almost like on the defense, like try to keep things back. For some of y'all, it feels like fighting for your time. It feels like fighting for not really importance, because Libra, you feel important. You have the Six of Wands right here in the center of your spread. It feels like, again, like fighting for your time, fighting for like ownership of like what it is that you really want to do. It seems like you're kind of been like, it seems like you have a lot of obligations and you're just like, I'm just trying to finish this thing and be done. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. Getting in and getting out. You are having to close things up, Libra. It's giving unfinished business, which is good. It's good because you have the Six of Wands, which is saying that once you take care of these things, you're going to be successful. So it just feels like maybe for the beginning part of the month, Libra, you're going to be like just having to power through. Having to like, and so you might, I'm going to say also just make sure that you are resting as much as you can, but it's honestly feeling like, Libra, you're going to have some work to do. You're going to have some work to do, but you're going to be successful. People are going to be happy with the work that you've done. People are going to be happy with you and for you when it's done, when it's said and done. And then you got the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is like, okay, that's done now. It's over. And so like the Ten of Swords can be so gruesome, but like when you've been working really hard, sometimes you want the Ten of Swords because then it's just like, whoo, child, let me just lay here. That's kind of what I'm getting for Libra. It's like, let me just lay here. And also, again, it's the end of that cycle. It's the end of something. And you may have been putting in a lot of work, but it feels like as you are working through some of the things that you're wrapping up and tying up, it seems like some clarity comes in. And so you are ready to cut cords with whatever it is that you have been doing so that you can move into your new season, your new phase, because now I see you charting new paths. Bottom of the deck, you had the Three of Wands. Just like Virgo just had. So the Three of Wands talking about new opportunities, talking about new situations, new people, new support. All these other things are coming in. And again, I feel like they might be unexpected. So you might be watching this now like, I don't know where that's coming in. Things are pretty good for me right now. I love what I'm doing. I love how things are going. And Spirit is saying, it's not that you don't love it. It's just that there's something else that is going to need your attention. It's going to be called to. And it's going to feel good. And you're going to be surprised. And it's going to feel like, wow, I should have been doing this the whole time. But that's all right, because time is always redeemed. Let's see what else is coming in for Libra. Okay. So Spirit is saying there's going to be problems to be resolved. So you're in that. that tracks, because I just said there's going to be this unfinished business that needs to be tended to. And then once it's all said and done, if it's a conversation, if it's a project, if it's whatever it is for you, Libra, that's going to be done. You're finishing that. This is the month to finish for you. But it also says, beware of great pride and beware of self-delusion. Beware of great pride and beware of self-delusion. I kind of feel like the self-delusion is interesting because the great pride is the peacock card. And that to me is speaking to the Six of Wands, because the Six of Wands is someone who's like in the forefront, getting all of this attention. But it kind of is not really reading to me like that. Libra, you don't really give me, I'm big and bad, and even though you are, you don't really give me like, look at me, like look at what I'm doing. What I'm getting from this great pride and self-delusion is you downplaying yourself. What I have learned from my years of being in church, from this particular leader, said something quite insightful to in a sermon, and I'm going to paraphrase, so I can't remember exactly how he said it, but what he said was that people who have low self-esteem are also self-absorbed. Like that's a version, that's like a cousin or a shadow aspect of someone who's self-absorbed, who thinks, someone who you think will be thinking highly of themselves. And I was like, what? Self-consciousness is pride? But that's essentially what he was saying. Because he was saying that when someone is down on themselves, when someone is like, oh, I'm just never gonna make it. I'm just never going to be successful. No one wants to hear what I have to say. No one, that's still you just circling around the toilet bowl of yourself. I'm sorry, that was probably just a weird way to say that, but that's just what I saw. I just saw like water going down the toilet. It's just like something that just doesn't need to be there. It doesn't serve a purpose. It serves its purpose and it's done. For you, Libra, the pride and the self-delusion is you downplaying yourself. And Spirit is saying, don't be doing that. Be mindful of that. And that can also be part of the Ten of Swords, is you having to deal with you being very critical of yourself, being harsh with yourself, not being gentle enough. And so be mindful of that as we go through the month of April, because you're finishing things up so that you can welcome in what's new. And so don't talk yourself out of the new things that are coming in. Even if the things that you like, the unfinished things, sometimes there's shame around things not being finished or not being timely, all those types of things. Spirit is saying, like, give yourself some grace and be mindful of the ways in which you talk down to yourself and talk badly about yourself. Like, that's not what's up. So be gentle, be kind, be compassionate. That's going to be necessary because you want all of that energy as you're welcoming in your blessings.